Hello, this is Caitlin Lent from the Introduction to Educational Research course at Grand Canyon University, and I'm sharing my action research project with you. Before jumping into the specifics of the research, I'd like to introduce you to Student A. Student A is a kindergarten student who is diagnosed with autism. This school year was his first ever formal schooling experience. It has taken him several months to adjust to the structure and routine of our classroom, which is why I am seeking to conduct research to help him be more successful. At the time of this study, he exhibits little intrinsic motivation to complete academic-related tasks. Instead, he's highly motivated by extrinsic edible reinforcers such as fruit snacks. Through my action research, I am hoping to decrease his dependency on the extrinsic reinforcement and instead move towards social reinforcement to teach and maintain his on-task behaviors. This will be done during a one-on-one discrete trial training activity. The goal of this intervention is to promote more naturally occurring reinforcement to shape his behavior, while generalizing it to other contexts both inside and outside of the classroom. The research questions guiding this study are: how does implementing token economy shape students' on-task behavior when engaging in discrete trial training activities? And what types of social reinforcement promote on-task behaviors while engaging in a discrete trial training activity? The first step in developing a theory of action, according to Sager and Williams, is to visualize student success. For student A, this would be exhibited by sitting at the table, looking at and listening to the speaker, and following the prompt of the trial. Touch red, for example. When he exhibits these on-task behaviors throughout the activity, he will be socially reinforced with verbal praise, such as "great job," as well as physical touch, such as a high five or a hug. The next step in developing a theory of action is to determine how the student will achieve success. At the start of this intervention, I will pair the previously mentioned social reinforcement with a tangible reinforcer, the token economy. Student A will receive a token, in our case a star, after each successful trial in which he exhibits on-task behavior. Once he earns 3 stars for 3 successful trials, he can earn his preferred reinforcer, the fruit snacks. Pairing the social reinforcer with the tangible reinforcer will fade over time, hopefully allowing more naturally occurring reinforcers to maintain his positive on-task behavior. During the intervention, student A will be instructed in a private one-on-one setting in order to attempt to avoid potential distractions. Prior to beginning the discrete trial activity, he will be shown the visual expectations and activity schedule to outline the steps and expectations of the task. In addition, I will model how to use the token board. Our classroom iPad will be used to display the prompt from the online Boom Learning platform. After answering each prompt, student A will earn a star to place upon his token board for exhibiting the on-task behavior. As he earns each star, he will be verbally reinforced for specific examples of on-task behavior, such as "Thank you for looking at the screen." He will also receive a high five as he is handed his token. This procedure will continue during each trial within the session. In order to collect data throughout the intervention, my teaching assistant will sit alongside myself and student A. She will tally examples of both on-task and off-task behavior, as well as record specific examples of social reinforcement implemented for each trial within the session. She will be using the DTT observation notes form to do so. Data shows that over time, pairing verbal and social reinforcement with a preferred reinforcer helps to establish a relationship between the 2 reinforcement methods. As a result, the likelihood of increased desired responses of the student is maintained. Because this intervention was deemed successful for student A, it will continue to be implemented as he continues to develop an understanding of appropriate on-task behaviors. Because the intervention was successful during a one-on-one activity, it will be implemented during small group, then whole group activities to determine its effectiveness based on other settings. As student A exhibits a greater frequency of on-task behaviors, the tangible reinforcers will be faded over time, leaving the more naturally occurring social reinforcement to prompt and maintain his on-task behavior.